Yo guys, what's happening? Paramoto here. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a great day. Well, recently one of my non-motorcycle friends, I will call them Moto Muggles, actually reached out to me and was like, Paramoto, what do you like so much about motorcycling? I figured that'd be a great topic for today's video. Paramoto's top 5 favorite things about riding motorcycles. Let's get to it. Paramoto's number one most favorite thing about riding motorcycles, in an age where I feel like most things are over digitalized. Everything's digital and touchscreen and what's up, bro? Everything's digital and touchscreen and overly electronic. This is a basically an analog experience. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm riding a superbike. This superbike has electronic rider aids, and this is ride by wire. But still, generally, you can still shift the bike. You're still manually applying throttle. You're still hitting that gear up, you know? And so I still feel like this is a generally analog experience. And that's what I like so much about things. Like, I like a lot of throwback stuff. Like, I like Beretta 92s, and I like 1911s, and I like old school stuff. You know, I like throwback jerseys when I watch sports, you know? I'm a throwback guy. I'm not an old guy, but I appreciate history and everything. So I like analog. I like feeling stuff, you know? I like feeling like I'm connected to the machine. So that's probably my number one biggest thing that I like about riding motorcycles, is that it's still generally an analog experience. It doesn't really matter how digital you get it, you still have to do everything yourself, you know? So that's probably the biggest reason why I still love motorcycling over anything else. Like, I love cars and stuff too. Motorcycling will always be big because of that. And Paramoto's number 2 is the fact that there's so much freedom in having a motorcycle. Like, if you have a motorcycle, you always have something to go do. You always have something fun that you can go do, you know? On a day like today, it's like December 29th or something like that, 28th, whatever day it is, when I'm shooting this, 70 degrees in December. And I'm out here riding a beautiful superbike in North Carolina. It's amazing. There's so much freedom when it comes down to it. You have, basically, in front of me, I have a 180-degree view of the road, and everything around me, you feel more connected. You know, you can look up and you can see the birds and whatnot. You can see things happening around you, rather than in a car where you have a very narrow view. In a car, it's so narrow. It's like you don't pay attention to a lot of the things that are around you. On a motorcycle, you have to pay attention to everything. So you feel connected. You feel like it's more special. It's definitely a totally different feeling being in a cage versus being on a bike. And let me just tell you guys, it's 70 degrees out today. It is a beautiful North Carolina winter day. This is awesome. Riding for you guys, my northern folk that had to put your bikes away a month or 2 ago. We still out here. Big old number 3 when it comes down to why I love riding motorcycles so much. It's kind of a big one, is the community. Like, you get this a little bit with some like cars, like, you know, fancier cars, or like, you know, Corvette groups, exotic car groups. You do get a little bit of the community aspect, but there's nothing like riding a motorcycle. If you see another motorcyclist on the side of the road, you stop and help them. It doesn't matter what they are or what they're riding or anything like that. You stop to help them because there is an absolute tremendous sense of community when it comes down to motorcycles. You know, just recently, a subscriber of mine, Mr. Turbo, reached out to me and said, hey man, I got this awesome R1 and this amazing V4 Panigale that you need to come test ride, simply to help me make videos for the channel. And to be honest with you, you don't get that with most other communities. You really don't. Been a minute since I've been on this bike. This is feeling good. It seems like every time I make a video, it's always like, oh man, it's been so long, but it kind of is. It's like I only get to ride like once a week now. I can't wait for summertime again, guys. I cannot wait to have summertime back. I mean, in the South, it gets so hot that at the end of the summer, you're just like, oh my God, please let this end. And then like when it ends, it's just like, finally you get like a breather. And then like after a little bit, you're just ready for the summer again. I'm ready for the summertime back. If you said it was gonna be 100 degrees every day and humid again, I'd be like, all right, let's do it. At least I had to get to ride my motorcycle every day again. All about that positivity, bringing back positivity. Paramoto's fourth favorite thing about riding motorcycles, good old number 4, the fact that to me, I've always felt like I was getting away with something. Every time I ride this motorcycle, I always feel like I'm doing something that's like kind of like slightly wrong, kind of getting a little bit more into like the rascality of life. You know, I feel like I'm out here riding a go-kart on the streets. Like, I've always felt like I was kind of getting away with something every time I would come out here and ride. You know, and it's just a deep down feeling of just honest, pure fun, to be honest with you. That's really what it comes down to. Like, every time I ride, I feel like it's just honest, pure fun. And I kind of feel like I'm doing something a little bit wrong, you know? And it's just like, it's so awesome. It's such an awesome feeling to get out here on this bike and just enjoy everything in front of you, and then kind of like just crank that throttle, have a little bit of extra fun, and just feel like you're getting away with something that's just truly special to me. And it's something that's never gone away. I've been riding now for 5 or 6 years now. There's never a time where I don't feel like that. So the fun has always been there for me, and it's just I just appreciate motorcycling so much for always giving you a good, fun, positive outlet for your energy, and it's just a good use of your time, you know? It's just, this is my stress reliever. You know, it's so much awesomeness in just such a small package. It's awesome. So to wrap this up, guys, I'm going to give you Paramoto's number 5 favorite thing about having a motorcycle, being a motorcyclist, and riding bikes. And that is the obvious just thing that everybody brings up, is that it's just plain old fun. So I've actually seen fighter pilots talk about how taking a sport bike on a track day is the second most intense, fun, just exhilarating thing that you can do, next to flying fighter jets. You know, when I started motorcycle riding and before I got into it, I was living vicariously through other people on YouTube. Fact of the matter is, this is the second most fun activity that you can do, next to literally flying jet fighters. That's how awesome this hobby can be. I mean, you're either flying $1 million jets, or you have a Ducati Panigale, and they're almost equally the same fun, you know? It's just an amazing experience. It's an amazing experience. You know, I really suggest, if you're thinking about a bike, you know, kicking the tires on a bike, or your family's saying, you know, we really rather you not have one just for your own safety and for our peace of mind, just go out and get yourself one. Take that MSF course, make sure you're safe, go out, get yourself one, experience the road, and experience motorcycling and true freedom for at least once in your life. Alright guys, that's Paramoto's top 5 favorite things about riding motorcycles. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be back at you with more videos soon. Deuces.